welcome back to my channel again for another video, and welcome back to my second what I eat in a day video. I filmed one of these last month and it seemed to go down really well. I also really enjoyed filming it and sharing my recipes with you, so I thought I would film a second one today. This morning I have just completed a fitness blender HIIT workout. It was a 15-minute HIIT workout. Just about to get myself some breakfast now, so I'll show you what I am having. So for breakfast today, I'm going to have some of the nice and knobbly granola, and it's the blueberries, raspberries, strawberries and yogurt chunks one, and it's gluten-free as well. And I'm going to top it with a handful of fresh blueberries and then also add some almond milk to it. And then of course I'm going to be having a cup of green tea. I've just boiled the kettle over there, and if you didn't see my last what I eat in a day video, the green tea that I have is the Tetley's pure green tea. Making some healthy banana oat cookies, which I've made once before, and they tasted really good, turned out really well, and they're so easy and simple to make because the only ingredients are banana, cinnamon and oats. The original recipe makes 6 cookies and requires 3 bananas, a cup of oats, and then 2 to 3 tablespoons of cinnamon. However, I'm just going to make a third of that, so I'm going to make 2 cookies because I don't want to make massive batches. I'm just like craving them for now, so then I'll have a couple to have over like the next couple of days, like one this afternoon and then one whenever I want it, the other one. So yeah, I'm going to get making these to have probably as a snack this afternoon, because usually in the afternoon is when I get like craving for a sweeter kind of snack, but then I don't want to be having to wait for them to like bake and everything, because they take about 20-25 minutes to bake, which isn't that long, I know, but if I have them ready for when I'm hungry, then I'll be happy that I already have them. So I'll just show you the recipe originally that I found. It was one on cinnamon, I'm reading that off here. It was one on Instagram that I actually saw. So these are all the original quantities here if you want to pause the video for a sec so you can read that. It's on the Earth Simplicity Instagram page. But yeah, like I said, I'm just going to be making a couple of them, so I'm using a third of the ingredients right now. I've just preheated the oven to 180 degrees. So in here I've just mashed up the banana with a fork and then also mixed in my oats and my cinnamon. So these are the cookies now ready to go into the oven. I just spooned the mixture out onto a baking sheet on a baking tray and then used the back of a normal sort of tablespoon to spread it out into a cookie shape. And then also to one of them I've added raisins, and then to the top of the other one I've added blueberries, because then when these cook the raisins go nice and soft and the blueberry juices that ooze out everywhere, which makes them taste so much nicer. You can add like whatever fruit and stuff. You could just leave them as they are if you want to, but blueberries work so well, raisins do. Also things like strawberries and raspberries work really nice because when that cooks again all the juices come out. So go for whatever you really want really, or you could even add chocolate chips to make like chocolate chip cookies or cacao nibs. But yeah, these are the 2 that I've decided to go for, so I'm going to pop these into the oven now for about 20 to 25 minutes and that'll be then ready. Also they smell incredible when they're baking, like anything does with cinnamon in. It's already starting to smell so good in here from the cookies baking. And the cookies are now ready. They look so good. Can't wait to have one of these later. I'm so happy that I've done them now, so I just have them there ready to have later. I'm just going to leave them to sit on the tray to cool a bit so that they set, because as they're made with the banana they're quite they don't go hard that easily, so I'm just going to leave them to cool so then I can transfer them off the tray and they won't like break everywhere. But look how like good, like the blueberries look so good because the juices are just going everywhere, and then the raisins are all like nice and soft and squishy as well, so it should be like really tasty and chewy. I'm starting to feel a little bit hungry now, so I'm wanting to have sort of a mid-morning snack to keep me going until lunchtime. I'm kind of undecided what to have. I don't know, I might have a naked bar or I might have some grapes actually, I think, because yeah, we've got some red grapes sat in the fridge at the front which look pretty good. So I think I'm just gonna get myself a bowl of these, just gonna wash a few of these up and then have those to keep me going until lunch, as it's already now 12, so I don't really want anything that's like too filling or heavy right now, but you know, just something to keep my energy up and keep me going. It's lunchtime, so please ignore my random outfit going on now. I've just put this like poncho thing on top of my jumper because it's freezing. It's a cold, grey, kind of miserable day today, so I'm going to make myself a nice warming, cozy lunch to have. So to warm me up a bit, I'm going to make myself a baked sweet potato. Then I'm going to top it with some mashed avocado, some spinach, and also roasted red pepper. So I'm going to start by putting some pepper in the oven, which I've just preheated to 180 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. That normally takes. I like it when it starts to go a bit brown and like crispy. It tastes really good. And then my sweet potato, to bake that, I'm going to put it in the microwave for about 6 to 8 minutes, and then pop it in the oven for a further 10 to 15 minutes just to really crisp it up and get it nice and tender and soft in the middle. And then the avocado I'm just going to mash up with a fork in the bowl, and the spinach I'm just going to boil. That takes for like 2-3 minutes to just boil up the spinach just to soften it, so I'll do that at the end when everything else is pretty much ready. So yeah, I'm going to get prepping these now, get them in the oven. I've got my avocado mashed up in a bowl, which I think I'm going to heat for like 10 seconds or so in the microwave once my potato is ready, just to like warm it up a bit. I've done the microwave in the end, done the sweet potato in the microwave in the end for about 7 minutes, and I've just popped it into the oven now next to the roast pepper, so I'm going to leave that in there for about another 10 minutes or so. And yeah, then I've got my spinach over here ready to go, which I'll boil in a bit. And here is my finished sweet potato, which looks so good. You can't even see the avocado hiding under all the spinach and stuff, but it smells so tasty as well. I can't wait to get eating this, and hopefully it will warm me up. It looks like a nice warming meal to have right now. It's a few hours later now since it was lunchtime, so I'm gonna have one of the cookies I made earlier now to keep me going till dinner. I've decided to go with the raisin one for today. I'll save the blueberry one for another day. I can't wait to sit and eat this. Gonna sit down and watch this week's episode of Riverdale while eating my nice warming, well, it's not warming because it's been sat around now since I made it, so it's not warm anymore, but cinnamon's quite a like warming spice to have on a cold day. So it's time for dinner now. I'm just about to get cooking chicken stir fry. So just show you the ingredients quickly. Of course, I have got some chicken. This is like the corn-fed chicken. That's why it's kind of like orangey as opposed to really pink. Then I've also got some fresh ginger I'm going to cut up and red pepper. Then I'm going to put some Chinese 5 spice on it, as well as a bit of soy sauce. I'm using a gluten-free soy sauce. And then we're going to have rice noodles to go along with it. I did also used to add bean sprouts into it as well, which works really well. However, now that I'm doing this whole like low FODMAP diet, or trying to stay to it as much as I can, it's best for me to avoid having bean sprouts, as they aren't great for my IBS and stuff. So yeah, if you can use bean sprouts though, then I would also add those in, because it does add to it and tastes quite good in there as well. And here is the finished result. If you're wondering why there's 3 plates, it's because it's me, my mum and my dad eating this. I'm not having 3 plates to myself. And that is basically everything that I will be having today. So I think I might end this video here, because literally all I'll be having now is probably a cup of green tea. I generally have one of the Tetley's ones that I showed you this morning that I have for breakfast. I usually have one about half an hour or so after dinner. And yeah, that is basically everything I'm having today. So I hope you enjoyed my second what I eat in a day video. Be sure to smash that big thumbs up if you did. Click the red subscribe button down below if you are new to my channel. I'd love it if you could. Also be sure to click the notifications bell as well, so that you're notified whenever I upload. And I will be sure to see you on Wednesday with a brand new video. Bye!